Now, something really important I want to talk about just before we get into the main training, which is the conversion metrics, to understand exactly where you're starting from before you start to change anything in your business. And I would hope that as a really professional estate agent or letting agent, you are tracking your metrics as far as understanding how many properties you're attending during the course of an average month, okay, and then what's your conversion rate of valuations to new instructions. And then what is your average fee level that you're charging your client or offering to charge your client, which one would hope would be increasing as time goes on. And unless you're tracking those metrics, it's very difficult to understand whether or not you are getting improved results as a result of embracing what we're teaching here today. And the final metric I want to put in place is the average time to exchange. And that is something you should be tracking on each and every property deal that you're doing, because it's a really important metric, and it's understanding all of the different component parts, which solicitors are performing, which are dragging their heels, whether or not there's certain things that keep cropping up throughout the sales process that you can eliminate that will enable all of these deals to progress at a much faster rate. So understand what is your conversion metric, okay, in terms of valuations to new instructions, what's your average fee that you're charging, and then what's your average time scale through to exchange of contracts, because all of those things will determine whether you are winning more instructions, whether you are increasing the fee that you're charging or getting a higher fee for the work that you're doing, and whether or not you are reducing the time frame that it takes to convert all of that stock to cash. Okay, so hopefully that's made sense to you, and you're putting those conversion metrics in place, or those tracking metrics in place, should I say. And if you're not, then I encourage you to do that right away. And maybe you can go back over the course of the last 3 months, the last 90 days, to understand exactly what those numbers are, because it's really important to have a benchmark. And one of the things I see with a lot of agents is that they have these ideas and these inspirations that they want to change their business, they want to make it better in some way, but they don't really know where they're starting from. Okay, and I understand the market's been amazing over the course of the last 14 years. We've all had it far too easy. Now is where the hard work starts. Now is where the wheat gets sifted from the chaff, should I say. And it's so important to get all of those metrics on the table, so that you've got a starting position, and then as a result of following what we're teaching here at WiggyWam, you can understand whether or not you're getting much better, multiplied better results, or see a huge uptick in terms of what we're actually sharing with you today. And just as an important point to mention, okay, our star player right now that we're working very closely with, and we're coaching through this entire process, okay, I just want to give you an important reference point, which is she was doing really well in her business, but struggling to quite get the results that she really wanted. And although she was doing all the right things, there were certain things that we noticed that maybe needed to be tweaked a little bit. And as a result of that tweaking, her results were within a week, this is no word of a lie, within a week, to win £8.55 million worth of new instructions, new listings, and which are worth over £155,000 in fees to her business. Okay, and that happened within a week. Now, I'm sure there's many of you that would look at that and go, I need those results in my business. We are here to help and support agents to create results like that. Okay, that is not a one-off. I believe that we are coaching many what will be seven-figure agents over the course of the next few years, because of the teaching that we're providing people in a way that aren't being taught by anybody else. And one of the biggest frustrations I have with the industry right now is that there is what I call the established order, shall we say, of agents who are out there that are teaching stuff to estate agents. And unfortunately, a lot of them are looking around what everybody else is doing, and they're just teaching more and more of the same, okay? Or they've grown up through estate agency, okay, and they've maybe had 20 years experience in estate agency, but the problem is they've never stepped outside of that industry, and they've never gone off to different areas and gathered more information. And the only way that this industry improves and that you get to win more listings and to increase your fees and to convert that stock to cash as quickly as possible is by doing something very different to your competition. And that only comes from learning from people who have gone outside the industry and have come back into it to share more knowledge and resources with you that can really help you with your business. So if that sounds fair enough to you, then I encourage you to watch the rest of these videos, because I'm going to show you exactly how you can create those sorts of results in your business.